Hello and welcome to this episode of The Gunman. In this video I'll be taking you through the painting of factory finishes on the boot floor on this Mazda 6. So we have put a new back panel or beaver panel onto this Mazda 6, and then I'll show you how to paint the boot floor and the back panel, the inside, and make it look original. So as you can see, I've applied the spray sealers inside there as to make sure no water will come through. That's a very important step. Make sure all the seam seal is done correctly, as water leaks can actually be quite hard to find once you've painted the car, because it only takes a tiny little pinhole and you can start getting water coming through into the car. So I've given it a Scotch-Brite down, and as you can see I've thrown some masking plastic over the rest of the cars not to get too much paint onto it. So for this boot floor colour, I was actually lucky enough to find a grey colour already on the bench, which I was able to just spray straight away. So otherwise you could just start off with a little bit of white and then add some black into it, and it may need a little bit of yellow ochre, a touch of green or red as well. So as you can see, this covers up pretty quickly. You don't want your first coat on too wet, just go 2 medium coats and that should have coverage. So you don't want the pressure too high, or else you'll end up just getting overspray all over too much stuff. Just keep the pressure at about 20 psi, 1.5 bar. Making sure you cover up all that seam sealer. As you can see, this is just the grey, it's not the blue yet, so it still doesn't quite look the correct colour yet. We'll then go over, give the gun a quick wipe out, and then spray it through with a bit of gum wash reducer, and then put the top coat blue in. Make sure you always use a strainer, because you can end up getting big lumps of base coat coming through your gun. I actually run a filter inside the gun as well, in case there's anything else that may get through. As you can see, we come back over. I like to paint the top parts of them complete body colour, so just these top areas here. I like to spray the top colour over there. But right down the bottom there on the boot floor, you just use a lot of gun control. If you wish, you could wind the fluid right in, but I'm just feathering on that trigger. I'm not pulling it anywhere near the full way that it can go. Just feather that trigger in, and as you can see, it's starting to come up similar to the factory finish. See what they actually end up doing is, when they paint these cars, they prime them, and that's actually the colour, the grey, that's actually their primer, and then it just ends up getting just a splash of blue from when they're painting the outside of the car. So they don't, in fact, deliberately paint them like this. It's just how it happens. They just try to save paint when they're spraying the cars. So as you can see, it looks pretty factory finished there. Quite happy with how this one came up. So there's a couple of links to a couple of my other videos at the end here. You can click on them, they'll open up in a new window for you. And I've got many other videos if you want to check them out. So thanks again for watching, and this has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.